My name is Liam, and I was attending my own birthday party, surrounded by everyone I loved. Everyone, except the one person who mattered most. A well-meaning aunt asked the question that hung in the air like a ghost. Is Noah coming? I felt the warmth of the room turn to ice. We don't talk, I said, the words tasting like ash. In my perfectly constructed life, there was a gaping hole in the shape of my brother. Later that night, seeking refuge from my own thoughts, I went up to the attic. I found a dusty box. Inside, a cassette tape, labeled in a childish scrawl, "The World Domination Project, Liam and Noah." I found an old player, and as the sound of our own laughing, hopeful voices filled the silence, I was transported back. Back to a time when we were a team, two halves of the same whole. The laughter on the tape stopped. It was replaced by a memory, a sharp, cold image of our last fight. The cause was trivial, a forgotten debt, a broken promise. I can't even remember. But our pride turned that tiny spark into a wildfire. A slammed door, 10 years of silence. We were waiting. Each of us, stubborn and certain in our own rightness, waited for the other to make the first move. But the phone never rang. The silence grew. It became a living thing, a wall between us, built brick by painful brick of missed moments. I wasn't there when he got married. He never met my daughter. The original argument was long dead, but its monument, our silence, stood taller and more impossible with each passing year. Listening to our younger selves planning a future that never happened, something in me finally broke. I was 40 years old. A quarter of my life had been spent in this cold, pointless war, and the older brother was supposed to be the wiser one. The old voices of fear rose up. It's too late. He hates you. It will be awkward. He'll reject you. But a new voice, fueled by the sound of our childhood laughter, asked a louder question. What's worse, a moment of potential humiliation or another 40 years of this aching regret? I didn't call. A call is too easy to end. This had to be real. I got in my car and started the 3-hour drive. Every mile was a battle against the urge to turn back. I arrived at his house and stood before his front door, the most terrifying door in my world. I raised my hand to knock, and for a second I was paralyzed. My entire past and future hinged on this one simple motion. I knocked. The door opened, and there was Noah. Older, tired, a stranger wearing my brother's face. His eyes were a storm of shock, confusion, and a decade of buried pain. The silence between us was deafening. I didn't try to explain. I didn't apologize for the fight. None of it mattered anymore. I looked my little brother in the eyes and said the two hardest, most important words of my life. Not, "I'm sorry." I missed you. It was a complete surrender. All my pride, all my justifications, turned to dust. I saw the armor on his face crack. I saw the glint of tears he fought to hold back. There were no Hollywood hugs. There were no grand declarations. In real life, healing is quieter. he just stepped back from the door, opening it wider. "Come in." It wasn't an ending. It was a beginning. The first trembling step onto a bridge I had finally found the courage to build. And as we sat in his kitchen, two strangers trying to remember how to be brothers, I placed the old cassette tape on the table between us, an artifact from a world where we hadn't yet learned the devastating price of pride. In the war of pride, both sides lose. True strength isn't found in being right. It's found in being the first to end the war. Thank you for your time.